Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the Paradigm AI Smoke Woods and Irons from Callaway.
Hey, I'm Matt Adams, and welcome inside of our Golf Channel studios. It's been a busy week in the game of golf with tours across the globe in action. For the third year, the PGA Tour returns to Vallarta for the Mexico Open at Vidanta. You can catch live first-round coverage this Thursday from 4 p.m. Eastern Time right here on Golf Channel. The only player representing Mexico that actually has a PGA Tour card this season, that is him. Raul Pereda. There you can see the 2018 first team All-Atlantic Sun Conference member. From Jacksonville, he won the gold medal at the 2017 University Games as well, and we are absolutely delighted that Raul is joining us right now. Raul, you earned your PGA Tour card for 2024 through a top 5 at Q School. And I might mention it was in very dramatic fashion when you chipped in twice for birdie at both 10 and 13 to finish with a 69 and grab that card. What was that day like for you?
I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Definitely, I was a little anxious. I was so excited to play, especially when we had a day off. Sunday with the weather, we couldn't go out, and having that rough tee shot on 6 and then rough tee shot on 7, and having double bogey and bogey back to back, sort of have the ship stumble around, and that chip in on 10 and chip in on 14 really brought me back to life, and I just knew I was putting so good that I had so many chances to keep on going, and I took care of those situations especially. And I was just trying to. On 14, I remember I told my caddy, like, let's try to keep this one close, and it went in, and we're like, okay, let's just try to keep hitting on the greens now.
I imagine the emotions had to keep rolling for you because you made your PGA Tour debut last year at the Mexico Open. What was that experience like, and what does it mean to come back to the event again this year?
Definitely, I'm so happy to be back here. I couldn't think that, or couldn't imagine that next time I would put my foot on the Mexico Open would be as a PGA Tour member. So definitely this place brings a lot of memories, a lot of good stuff back from last year. I was hitting the ball very good, and the environment, the people around it, everything was amazing and really gave me good energy to be able to play good.
To that point of the people around you and the environment, what is it like to get to tee it up in your home country? I'm curious, how many family and friends do you have at the event this week?
I want to say that everyone is a friend of mine, and I like getting around with people, but definitely my parents, a lot of people are going to be here supporting me, and it is just a special week. For me, always playing in home soil means a lot, and especially playing on a PGA Tour event that is the Open of my country, and playing in front of the Mexican crowd it's amazing. There's not such a thing that I can describe it the best, because everyone is so good here.
Raul, what makes golf in Mexico unique, say, as compared to the courses that you play weekly in the United States?
I just think that Mexico is growing a lot in this game. They're developing a lot of courses. The game is growing in general. A lot of players are going out there and trying. You have a lot of players on the America's Tour, quite a few players in the Corn Ferry, and now me, I'm on the PGA Tour. And I think it's just the heart and the passion that everyone puts in the game to be able to perform at the highest level, and that's what puts Mexico in a good position in every sport.
This, of course, for you is the third start of your 2024 season. I'm curious what your goals are for this year, and why not? What are your goals for this event?
For sure, I want to put a good game, a good show, just as last year. I think I'm hitting the ball very good. I've gone through some changes in the bag, but definitely for the good. I experienced a lot of adapting in my first 2 events, and definitely for this event, I know that the course plays in my advantage. It's wide. I can hit a lot of fairways, and I'm rolling the ball very good, just as last year. So definitely thinking about last year, puts me in a good mental place, and having my coach here really helps me. So why not to have a good week? Try to put myself in a top 10. Try to play on a Cognizant next week because I'm out of the event so far. Farther in the year, definitely keep my card. Try to play for Rookie of the Year. That will mean a lot to me.
What was it like growing up in Mexico, playing the game of golf? For example, who did you look up to? Who was your inspiration?
It was hard. I mean, my parents never played golf growing up. My dad picked up golf when he was, I want to say, 50 years old, and he got to be a good 8 handicap. So I never really had anyone to look up because they were playing golf. But in the town that I grew up, such a small town, 9-hole course, every kid out there on the golf course, we all got along and we all support each other, and we were trying to compete between each other, and that definitely kept me pushing hard to beat everyone else. And then I developed this passion for this game and fell in love with it, and here I am today.
Are you, and I suppose there's no other way to put it, are you a local hero now when you go back? And do you hope that your life's example can inspire other young people behind you for whatever their dreams are?
I don't know if I'm a local hero, but for sure I want to inspire other kids. I want to show them that, a little kid, 5'9", 140 pounds, can do a lot of things out there, and just motivate them to work hard and just pursue their passion, pursue their love for what they do, whether it's art, whether it's sports, whether if it's, literature, anything they want to do. They just chase it and do whatever they want to do with love, and they will succeed in life.
You spoke to the proud sports heritage in Mexico and how the people feel about it. Now golf is in the Olympics once again this summer, the Olympic Games. Has that helped raise the sports profile in Mexico too? And what are your hopes about this summer in the Olympic Games?
Definitely, with golf being so new to the Olympics, just a couple Olympic Games back. I'm not sure how much it's been the impact of the Olympic committee in golf in Mexico, but definitely that's one of my goals. I really want to push hard this season to try to get in the Olympics. It's something I really want to play for. Growing up, watching all the gymnastics and everyone out there in the Olympic Games, definitely I want to be part of one of those Olympic Games. I remember playing the College Olympic Games in Taiwan in 2017, and definitely want to have that experience in the Big Boys League.
I am curious then, you're in your home country and you're meeting people and you tell them that you're a touring professional, that you play golf for a living. What's the reaction you get? How does the population relate to you in the game?
It is funny because when they ask me, so what else do you do besides golf? And I've said, nothing. I just play golf. And it's like, really? They don't really catch that golf can become sort of your job. It's a 9-to-5 job if you put it as an hours of practice and you put in, working out and developing and stretching and practicing your mental game. Definitely it turns out into many more hours than just 9 to 5. But a lot of people get surprised by saying that golf is my dedication, is my job. But if you see it if you get compared with other athletes, just like soccer players, it's the same thing, So turn that sport, turn golf into in a better position in the country where they can see that they can do it as their job, and with a lot of love, they're never going to have to work on this.